felt very welcomed, and it got pretty easy to be there, actually. I thought, David, you did a great job of making us feel like it was a good place to be.
When Luke and I decided to
Can we describe it?
take the course together, we were initially a little hesitant to decide if a group setting was really for us, and we both found after taking the course and chatting in and amongst a group setting with a bunch of other people that it was a really compassionate environment to learn in and a really open environment, really safe environment to learn in. We felt that it helped facilitate more growth on our end. I did.
Yeah, no, I did too. I felt it was something to look forward to, really. And you know, at first it was a little nerve-wracking because you're thinking, oh my goodness, are we going to open up ourselves in a group setting? What's that going to be like? So there was a little bit of apprehension, at least on my part. But it became clear quite quickly that this was a very safe environment, and we were embraced by each other, and it made it more powerful, I found.
The course was informative, and it was really comforting to have everybody in the group because you could realize that everybody had the same issues that we had. So, common ground.
Yeah, it was easy to blend in, and you didn't feel pressured at all, or like you have to, you know, you could talk if you want or not talk if you want, and some talk more and some talk less.
For me, I've noticed that Luke and I communicate a lot more effectively together, that our understanding for each other's history and each other's sore spots and tender spots are a lot deeper than what they were before. I feel like I know Luke a lot better than I did before, and I feel like we have a lot more compassion in our interactions together. That's been a big change.
Yeah.
Course has made us get along better.
You realize, you know, the trigger moments when we don't get into it as much as we used to, like coming up here even, because this is a little nerve-wracking maybe, and you know, trying to meet somewhere to get here, but you learned how to kind of curb it a bit before it escalated. There's other times it might have went a little farther, so it's good like that.
It's really helped, in my opinion, it's helped him breathe a little bit before dialoguing.
Yeah, maybe think before I speak.
Yeah.
It's allowed us to feel a lot more comfortable with each other. Like when in the middle of the course we went away to Cuba, and during that period before and after, we were together, what was it, 13 of 14 days, 24/7, and we were just great together, you know, so I think that all filtered it through out of this course.
Yeah, the questions that we did during the course were really helpful to get us communicating in ways that were not that familiar before, you know, and so it changed our way of communicating.
I really, speaking for me, I really appreciated how connected the couples seemed to get as time went on, and you could see their chairs moving closer together, and their body language was more, they were more into each other and definitely more connected.
A highlight for me was the framework and the progression of going through the conversations, and having your guidance and the handouts to lead us and give us something to focus on so that we could, you know, make the progress that we were hoping to make. Yeah.
It was really well laid out, and so the questions that we did in the class and in the book helped us learn to talk to each other in ways that we just weren't familiar with before.
I like David, the facilitator.
David was really helpful to both Luke and I in a really non-judgmental space that he held for the entire group. I found that he invited everyone to open up. He reaffirmed everyone in a really positive way, and it kind of facilitated everyone speaking a little more openly.
Mm-hmm. And when people weren't really so comfortable to share, David, filled in the gaps and was able to just keep it rolling. So no matter what, there was always a good lesson.
Yes. And he was very real. I always appreciated his stories that he shared with us.
He's got a great sense of humor. He knows how to engage the audience.
Yeah, and realizing that even the facilitator and people that are in that line of work are the same as us, go through the same struggles, and everybody's the same, right?
David was great. He shared some of his own stuff. That was really neat. We didn't feel separate, or it just felt like everybody was just part of one big learning group, and really supportive,
I would say to someone considering the course, take it hands down. 100% recommend it. I would take it again.
Yeah, you don't have to be somebody that's having a struggle or a problem, because in reality you're probably is something that you could use to work on, and you're definitely going to come out of it with better for yourselves.
I would highly recommend it. Already have.
Yeah. We've attempted a couple things before, sort of half-heartedly, I think, but this made such a difference in our life. I would really recommend somebody participating in this class.
It was a great addition to the book. If you read the book itself, it's great, but this is like a really in-depth book group, study group about like one of the most powerful topics in your life, really, and it's highlighted that to me, how important this relationship is, and this is the biggest project of my life, and I couldn't be happier to be doing it with Robin, and this has helped me to realize that.
I think having the weekly sessions, and like Luke said earlier, something to look forward to every week, really kept us consistent. I think having a group setting that we were committed to and dependable to was really helpful for both of us to stay inspired. I think if we had just read the book, we probably would have picked at it here and there, but maybe lost some inspiration along the way. And it was really great to be with a group of like-minded people that were all working towards the same thing, and with a facilitator who was moving us towards something as well. So that was really wonderful.
Mm-hmm.